The following contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
This San Pellegrino is good.
I love San Pellegrino.
Mm-hmm.
I just never remember how to pronounce it. Whenever I order it, I never know how to pronounce it. I always go to Pinot Grigio.
That's the one that has calories, though, right?
I think so.
No, the flavored sodas have calories. This is just the mineral water.
The mineral water, yeah. Okay, so I like the flavored sodas are delicious, but
Right.
I don't drink those now.
Yeah.
But I love the seltzer water.
It's better than seltzer water.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's a little like
It's lightly carbonated,
right.
and it just tastes better.
Yeah. See, I'm okay with the sharp seltzers.
Yeah,
With the strong bubbles.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I don't mind a good aggressive seltzer.
Yeah, like explodes when you open it.
Yeah, explodes when you open it, and
Yeah.
it almost hurts going down.
Yeah, burns your throat.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
swallowing a
Right.
bunch of tacks.
Hello, boys. Marc,
I just pooped and it smells fabulous.
Lowell.
Welcome to my latest experiment. This is a big one.
It's the Marc and Lowell Show,
It was a show just for me and you, much like this podcast.
where two guys bring you stories and opinions
Our listeners will not laugh.
But if we laugh, then people will laugh.
built on 30 years of friendship.
You were singing operatically.
Yeah, while you were taking the camera.
And I was zooming in.
zooming in on my crotch.
Yes.
Along with a regular cast of pals to help them remember it all.
Camp is the best.
Get your shit together.
All right, so back to your swamp ass.
Say ho.
Now, here's Marc and Lowell.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Marc and Lowell Show. I am your host, Marc Ronick, and here with me, as always, my co-host, Lowell Melser. Hello, Lowell.
Hey, how about them Ravens, baby?
Hey, how about them Ravens, baby?
Aren't you glad you became a fan?
Man, that Sunday night football game was so enjoyable to watch.
Wasn't it?
Even when it got a little scary there in the second quarter,
Yeah.
it was still, because it's not the Redskins, so you don't instantly say, oh, that's it, game's over.
Right, right.
You actually have some hope.
Now, I don't want to get us too mad in here, but even when they went up by like 10 or 17,
Yeah.
and they had 2 turnovers in a row in their like red zone area,
Yes.
and they still won the game.
They still pulled it off. They
Yeah.
were in control basically that whole time. I was very impressed.
And I'll tell you this before we just get out of the sports here.
Yeah.
By the way, we're talking about the Ravens beating the New England Patriots 37-20 on national TV.
That's right.
Which was a delight.
Well, listen, I can get behind that my darn self because I just am happy that the Patriots lost.
Yeah.
I just get so tired of hearing that.
Yeah, a lot of people will be behind you on that one.
I was just going to tell you, as a Redskins fan turned Ravens fan for you, since you're in the beginning stages,
Yes, I'm a virgin.
you're watching the game, but when you're first transitioning into a Ravens fan,
Yes.
you'll have pangs of you still want the Ravens to lose. Like you're like, no, they need to lose. They need to lose.
Oh, I see. Right.
And then because you like want to remain loyal, you go through this Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes. No, my thing, and I guess we should also say to our listeners, well, first, hello to our friend Lisa Runyon. Hello, Lisa.
Hello, boys.
And we're supposed to have our friend Jonah Berger on. We had him for a while. His connection was awful, and now I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
So we will figure that out later on. But what I was going to say is my big thing, I am for those that don't know, an ex-Redskins fan turned Ravens fan.
Mhm. Like me. Both of us know.
Both of us, yeah. But you were on that bandwagon long before because you've been working in Baltimore and living there for so long.
Right.
But it took me a while to jump, but I jumped, and my struggle has been that I still have this guilt about not cheering for the Redskins.
Right. That will go away in time. I've had years of that.
But why can't you still cheer for
Well,
them?
that's the thing, is
Yeah.
that, of course, there's always a place in my heart for the Redskins. And,
Right.
of course, I want to see them win. But I'm done investing my time into that because I know under their current ownership, it ain't happening.
Nope.
So let me cheer for a team that's got a great front office and a great team on top of that. But even if that team wasn't so good, just the fact that I know it's a good organization, that's good enough for me.
Right. And it is. And this new quarterback they have, Lamar Jackson, is fun to watch.
He's
play.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on fire lately.
Fire. All right, yeah, we're maddening out.
Yeah, way too much maddening.
I'm just happy that now you and I can talk about it.
It was enjoyable texting each other and actually cheering for the same team.
And, yeah, and I think I said to you in the text, I'm like, isn't it nice
Yeah.
to root for a team like, that's that. What did I say? I said,
Isn't it nice to root for a team that actually wins? I think is what you
yeah.
said.
Wait, I said, oh no, doesn't it feel good to root for a good team?
Yes, exactly. And yes, it was. It was just a beautiful thing. That game was amazing, and those fans were just going crazy.
Yeah.
It was what football is all about.
I'd say maybe we could do a Marc and Lowell adventure. Maybe we should go to a Ravens game, but now the tickets are probably going to be
Right. I thought about that earlier as well. Yeah. We'll see. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, but first, just reminding everybody, holiday season is around the corner now.
Mm-hmm. It is.
In like 8 weeks, I think.
Yeah, but you may want to get a little jump on that holiday shopping. And if you do, I know most of you are going to use Amazon in some way for at least one person on your list. And if you do that, just go to markandlowell.com first and then click the Amazon banner, any banner or link you see there. And then do your shopping. And then full disclosure, we get a little commission out of that sale. So please, markandlowell.com, then click Amazon. You can bookmark it from there and then never think about it again. Just go to your Amazon bookmark and we'll always get a little credit for that sale. So thank you in advance. We appreciate it. Now, all right. Well, we've got some catching up to do. I'm so sad Joan isn't here, Lowell, because
I see his picture popped up.
I'm here.
Hey!
Oh!
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw his picture pop up.
There he is, our good friend Jonah Berger. Hello, Jonah.
Say, brothers, what's happening?
The connection is a little touch and go, but we're going to try to power through it.
Push through it anyway.
You got to upgrade your internet.
Well, we did that when I was there for him.
I've upgraded everything for the love of God. I've increased my bill. I've jumped through 18 hula hoops. I had put my balls in an ice cube tray. What else shall I do
have your pipe,
to get good reception?
You need your pipe throttled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tell you, Lowell, I had heard you on Halloween.
Yeah.
You were on Justin Scott and Spiegel, filling in for Spiegel.
Yeah, and I was surprised they didn't do anything special for Halloween.
Oh, you mean like any kind of special Halloween bit?
Yeah, just something Halloween bit or something. I mean, that seems like the perfect kind of show where
Halloweeny.
Yeah, something Halloweeny.
Yeah, like, people would be all dressed up and all kinds of stuff, but yeah, nothing.
Yeah, that's true. No,
Yeah.
nothing big. But they did, and this was like one of the few parts I apparently missed where you wrote a new hit song for the city of Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did try and do it.
I've got the karaoke version for you here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play it.
I'm playing it. You can't hear it?
No, not the karaoke. The actual thing.
No, the actual thing from the show.
Well, that's the thing. I can't find that anywhere.
It was at the end of the show. I don't know. Do they post the shows?
I don't know if they post the full shows. I just find the bits. But what set this up? How did this come about? Because you ended up rewriting the lyrics to Old Town Road.
I was with Allie and I were in the kitchen the other night.
Yeah.
And it came on, and I just started riffing, and I did it off the top of my head in the kitchen. That's how it came about.
And what was that? What was the chorus? I forget
was I'm gonna take my horse down a Reisterstown Road. I'm gonna buy all the lump crab meat. I got the bushels in the back. Donnie smoking crack. And then that's all I got.
Jonah and I started to try to write something for you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and by Jonah and I, he means
Jonah.
Jonah, and who sat at his computer for 45 minutes.
No way.
Writing lyrics for Lowell's new song.
No way.
To which never got any feedback or a thanks.
Wow.
Whole lyric verses and choruses.
Well, I gotta say, it wasn't your best work. I mean, I didn't really know how to respond, to be honest.
Oh, no. 45
if that don't
minutes.
sum it up, What does? What does?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a wow.
Well, and I think it was partially because I did write a verse or two, and then when you sent me something, it was basically what I wrote. You just kind of changed the words around a little bit.
Yeah, I made it good.
See, hello, I wrote like, I got the crab meat in the back. My Old Bay is attached, sporting purple black, but my O's hat don't match.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good. My O's hat don't match. Oh, I see.
Sporting purple and black was good. I like that.
Yeah, and the O's hat don't match
Yeah,
because
the
it's
hat
orange.
don't match because he's wearing the Orioles hat with the Ravens stuff.
Right, it don't match.
Oh, that don't match. I see what happened there.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Orange, purple, and black does go together.
Yes, it does.
You're right. It does kind of go together. All right, forget it. Throw it out the window.
Might as well have.
I thought it was good.
I think it's
need to
pretty
punch-
good.
We punch it up. We just need to punch it up.
So we should punch it up and record it for the JSS guys. Maybe they'll play it for us on their show.
Yeah, I could record it in the studio.
Yeah, we should do that.
Make a music video.
Yeah, you should, but don't ask me for lyrics because, man, they will not be up to par.
Jonah, you will get a writing credit.
I don't want no credit. Nope.
Nope.
Not for those terrible lyrics I write.
Jonah, I know you got it in you. Come back to me when you got something to share.
Oh, yeah. I'll see if I can up my game for you, Mark, because, I threw my shit at you the first time. So I'm going to go back. Screw the baby. She can wait to get her breakfast. What I'm going to do is pent myself up and ignore my wife and child and write. And I'm going to do it real good this time, Mark. Real good.
If I could defend Mark here,
Yes.
real fast. Going back to Color War days, it was Jonah's team
Yes.
that lost the final song.
That's right.
Not because of the lyrics, champ.
Because
in
of the lyrics.
the middle of
yes,
the
lyrics
song.
threw the whole team off. And we lost. For the first time in Color War history, a whole team lost its place.
Yes.
During the final song.
Color War, a game much like the Olympics that the camp plays. They go into 2 teams and compete for 3 days.
Right, and it's completely rigged so that by the end of Color War, both teams are virtually tied, and it comes down to the final song and formation, which is kind of bullshit.
Right.
But I guess that's the way it is.
Well, that's the way it is.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it's complete bullshit. You waste, in my opinion, 3 days of camp.
Yes.
You waste.
Oh, you know what? Settle down.
No.
Waste,
You settle down. I'm finishing my point because this is very important. I need to get this out.
All right.
Okay.
Because I have never really been a full-on fan of Color War, so I'm breaking it down right now.
That's true.
Color War happens. If you have a girlfriend, it is prime time when Color War happens. It's like the last 2 weeks of camp, and you have to take 3 days of those last 2 weeks of camp to virtually, because they break up all the boyfriends and girlfriends.
Right.
And you can't like raid and anything like that and go see people in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but then it's exciting because you don't get to be together, and now it's forbidden fruit.
Dude, it's those last fucking 2 weeks, man. Come on.
Right. Those are prime time nights.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Where if it wasn't Color War, I'd be ignoring my responsibilities as a counselor and hanging out with my girlfriend. But no, Color War.
Get off your ivory tower, you asswipe. You are gotta be kidding me with that comment. That's like, come on, Jonah. Yeah, I need to be a counselor and forget the booty.
My campers one time, I think, helped me to the bathroom so I could throw up because I was so drunk, and then helped me back to bed.
And full disclaimer, this was when Jonah was probably 18 years old. He would never do such a thing now.
Yeah.
Yes. Well played.
Oh my God.
Played.
Yeah. I just remember the worst feeling in the world is after hooking up with your girlfriend and then walking back to your bunk and you can start hearing the birds chirping and the sky's getting lighter.
Because you only got 14 minutes to sleep. And you're like, oh, shoot me.
Yeah.
Shoot me.
You got 14 minutes to sleep.
The chirp The chirping birds.
Yeah.
That is the worst sound
But you're
in the
so
world.
young,
You're
you
right.
could like do it.
And hey, here's a good one too. Is anybody who gets up like crack of dawn and you like walk through a field of grass, how wet it is, all the dew, and then
your
Right.
shoes are so
you know, then your
soaking.
feet are all soaked. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's the worst.
Saked.
Saked.
Back to Halloween real quick. How
Yeah.
was everyone's Halloween? Because I haven't really talked at all, and I know Lowell probably had the most traditional Halloween with the kids at that age where they're going to go trick or treating.
Mm-hmm.
Me, all of our kids now are at the age where it's like, nah,
It's like
we're good,
passé,
we're fine,
yeah.
we don't need to do it. And we actually did not give out candy this year.
Wow. Yeah.
Turned off the lights.
Turned off the lights.
Wow, Mark, where's your joy?
Turned off the lights, sat in the kitchen.
Unreal.
Did anyone ring the bell even though the lights were off?
Well, there was some controversy. Amy left the house, and for some reason, the day before Halloween, she got the itch to decorate the house. So she decorated outside, which is a bad idea if you're not planning on.
Yeah, you're tantalizing.
And then she had to run out. She had to give Maya a ride somewhere and forgot about it. Lights are on in the house, the decorations, and we have the Ring. So all of a sudden, I'm getting notifications just blasting through my phone.
Yeah. Did you get that text from Ring? Or was like a pop-up from Ring?
No.
They put a thing, which I really appreciated. They're like, we know you're going to get a lot of trick-or-treaters tonight, so click here to mute your doorbell for the next whatever hours or something like that. And I was like, wow, that was really a nice thing to do. So, yeah, I did that.
See, that's a cool thing to do. I knew it had a snooze, but I didn't know that I didn't get any notification like that.
You can also do it through your
watch.
Your watch.
Yeah.
Because it has like a 30-minute snooze and a 1-hour snooze on the watch.
Right.
But you can do it longer if you go directly to the app. But they sent like a little link. You just had to click it, and it was like, how long do you want to do it?
Well, how was your trick-or-treating with your kids?
It was fine. I got home. They had gone out already because, the weather was iffy.
Yes.
Remember? There was like a 2-hour window to trick-or-treat there.
Yes, there was a big thing on the news, which you started on Justin Scott and Spiegel.
Right.
That the 5 to 7 window was the prime time to go before the real heavy rains came in.
Right, which is like actually a pretty good window to have.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to post, I was telling Amy, I wanted to post on social media. I just don't post as much anymore on social media, but I was thinking about posting, how many of you parents out there, all of you step up and admit how happy you are at the fact that it
Right.
started pouring at like 9:30.
Right.
Because that just ended everything. It means no mischief in the middle of the night.
Right.
It means that the kids have to come in. There's no more trick-or-treating.
Right.
Time to come in, go to bed at a decent hour. It all worked out
Right.
well.
They're all sugared up now.
It did, yeah. That whole rainstorm couldn't have come at a better,
Yeah, it was perfect.
better time.
I went down to Rockville to some friends' house, and they make chili and have like family and friends over in like a little neighborhood. So it's tons of houses real close. We were hanging out until then it started raining. And
Right.
so we went inside, and then I left maybe half hour, 45 minutes later, and it was bad driving
Yeah, it was.
home.
It got really bad.
Oh,
was
yeah, that storm
bad.
was ferocious.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what was fun,
Yeah.
though, is instead of giving out the treats, we actually took the dog out, Amy and I, and we just went on a walk while the full-fledged trick-or-treating was going on. It's kind of fun to kind of walk through
right.
it all and not have any obligation to it. Just
Right.
kind of observe
You
from
still get to see
up
all
close.
the kids in their costumes looking
Yeah,
all cute.
right.
Yeah.
But, and I've told you guys this before, this trick-or-treating in this neighborhood, it's just not fun because I don't know anybody. People just ship in from all over the county
Right.
just to come through this neighborhood because there's a bazillion houses here.
Right.
So it's just not as fun. It's like back in the day, everybody knows each other and it's
Right.
fun to see people dressed up. This, I don't know who you are that's
Right.
coming and taking all my candy.
Right.
Well, I wasn't home, and my neighbor thanked me the next day for taking care of like the whole crew that she had sent up. She's like, yeah, all 12 of them. I'm like, oh, okay. And I keep forgetting to ask Victor what he gave them because I know we didn't have candy.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Right. What the hell did he give them?
I don't.
Oh,
God,
no.
You have to remind me to ask him.
I gave them penis.
Yeah, in my country.
We give them penis.
We have no boxes of raisins.
Raisin boxes. You remember the raisin boxes?
Yeah, those were the
Yeah,
worst.
they don't give that out. So I was digging through my kids' candy.
Yeah.
Speaking of candy. Yeah, not as much a huge selection, but I'm pretty much off sweet tarts now, I think.
Really?
Oh, come on.
And Smarties.
Why?
I don't know. I just was, I ate one and I was like, man, this is sweet.
Sweet tart chewy pellets. Those things are so
Sweet
good.
tarts. And I was just like, I don't know if I can do them anymore. They're like, it's too much. They're like sugary and acidy.
Yeah, they are acidy. They are.
What with my reflux, I can't take it anymore. What with my sciatic and the reflux.
My sciatic. No, but I was getting more into the chocolate. I was eating Twix, Kit Kats. Oh my God, Reese's has a thing.
Yeah.
I'd never seen this before, so it's caramel, peanut butter, and Reese's Pieces.
Whoa.
Covered in chocolate.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then dipped in chocolate with Reese's all over the outside and then chocolate bites.
It was so good.
Wow.
And there was only one of them in there, and I'm like, man, why aren't there more of these in there?
And Reed didn't get that one, I guess, huh?
Yeah, no, he didn't want that,
Yeah, he didn't want it.
He didn't want it. He didn't know he had
digging
it.
through.
You were like, oh, this is a yucky one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This one tastes like medicine.
Yeah, these are yucky. You're not going to like these.
Yeah, that has broccoli pieces inside.
Oh, he got mad at me. He got mad at me at one thing. I think it was Snickers or something, and he goes, Dad, you remember you told me I didn't like these? Well, I like them. I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, kid.
Yeah.
Must have been wrong.
You told me I didn't like these.
Right. Guess you're not getting away with that one anymore, buddy.
Yeah, now he doesn't trust me with that anymore.
Well, you know what? Speaking of candy, I saw recently, right before Halloween, I saw on Twitter, it was a picture of you having a deep conversation about candy in your office.
Oh, yeah. We were just discussing. We were having a similar discussion on, do you like the sugar candies? Do you like the chocolate candies? What do you think are like your top three? This and that. So we were going over it.
Yep.
And I really think my top three are like Twix, Snickers, and I don't know. They're the third. Twix and Snickers, I go back and forth.
I concur. I love the Twix.
Three Musketeers, baby.
What?
I know no one loves it, but
really do
it is
love
my
it.
favorite candy bar.
I do love those.
It's my favorite
too.
candy bar. I'm a nougat man.
What about 100 grands?
Yeah, the 100 grand. I didn't see any 100 grands in their bags.
Oh,
because they
those
suck
are the
balls.
best.
I should say my 17-year-old, she decided with her boyfriend to go trick-or-treating, and she brought back, and I think she traded a little bit because she brought back all chocolate stuff, and it got me to realize I like the sugar. I don't want, I would rather not have the chocolate. Maybe I'll take a good Mounds or Almond Joy here and there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's on the bottom rung, man.
I'd take a good doot in your mouth. Yeah, dude.
Mounds and Almond
How about
Joy
Necco
are like
wafers while you're at
right
it?
in the trash.
Yeah.
Right in the trash.
Peanut M&Ms. I think that's my third one. Peanut M&Ms, 100 grand, and Twix. Top
Yes.
three.
Yeah.
Peanut
Although
M&Ms,
Kit
you're
Kat,
right.
I mean, Kit Kats are awesome.
Nah, peanut M&Ms are one of the best candies out there by
Amen.
far.
Yeah, Reed got
Thank you.
he got like several different kinds of M&Ms. He got the caramel M&Ms, the peanut M&Ms, and the plain M&Ms. Yeah.
Oh, where I was, Park Police came and they were like, there with their lights on. We were like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
and it turned out they were handing out candy.
That's
so
nice.
my friend's son Hunter goes over to get some.
Yeah.
And he comes back. They were giving out full size
Nice.
and he had
Nice.
a full size
Full
bag of peanut
size.
M&Ms, and he already has 2 whole bags full of candy. Just tosses them casually onto the table sitting in front of me and walks into the house. And I thought to myself, man, this kid should be so lucky I'm not eating sugar right now, because I would have stole that kid's
Yeah.
candy in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
And sent him over to get some more from the cups again.
I am ready to get rid of their candy though, because I can't stop eating it.
Oh, yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there, and I can't control myself.
That's how Amy is too. I'm surprised. I've been pretty good about avoiding. I guess it's because it's the chocolate and I'm not into that.
Yeah.
But Amy's been having a hard time too.
Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you gotta stay.
Hell
Hey,
no.
Jonah, did you take the baby trick-or-treating?
No, we dressed the baby for show for the trick-or-treaters as they arrived.
Yeah, okay. And you were not a tree to her koala bear costume.
Megan appreciated that you remembered that was the origin, but then Megan came home a few days ago and she said, I got this random idea in my head that I should have a t-shirt that has a capital T on it, and you should have a t-shirt that has a clock on it, and will be Koala tea time. Quality time. Yeah, it wasn't our best writing, Mark, but we're trying. Year after year, we're doing all we can to write good lyrics.
Oh, yes, we went to that Halloween party, too.
Yes, I wanted to know what happened because you guys dressed up as beer pong.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of politicking going on, in my opinion. So they have unbeknownst to us until we got there, they actually do a contest. So it was a little uncomfortable when we got there because we didn't really know anybody.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. House party, we didn't know anybody. And I'm not just saying this just to...
How'd you get there?
We drove to our friends. And then we walked over from their place. So we knew
Okay,
our
so
friends.
you-
We knew our friends
okay.
that were there. But and then I get all paranoid because like I feel like people are looking at me because they think I'm somebody else.
Oh, because they know they've seen you on something,
Right?
Or
They
somewhere.
know they've seen me somewhere or something,
Yeah,
and like,
Interesting.
and then I get uncomfortable with that, and then Allie was uncomfortable because we didn't know anybody, and
Yeah.
like. But it was whatever. And then we started noticing people that we know because we couldn't really tell from their costumes. So then we're
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
yeah.
true, too. Yeah.
So then we were like, then we saw a couple people and it was fine. But unbeknownst to us, there was a contest going on. It was best couple, best girl, and best guy.
Oh.
I have to be honest with you, as far as the couple costumes were concerned, I think that Allie and I were definitely the best.
Well, what won? Which couple won? What was theirs?
It was these two women that dressed up like those two girls from The Shining that are in the hallway.
Oh,
really?
Wow, that's something.
It's something,
It
but
ain't enough.
No, but it wasn't like nearly as good and as like created costume.
Your costumes were great. I was impressed when I saw the picture. They were great.
And Pinterest retweeted us. Did you see?
No.
Yeah, because I said Allie channeled her inner Pinterest, and I tagged Pinterest.
Oh, I did see that.
And they're like, you should have won the contest. And they like,
Of course.
tweeted it. Yeah. So we should have won the contest. But
Pinterest said so.
yeah, Pinterest said they hold the law. But people were going around like campaigning. And I was like,
Yeah.
That's a little weird when that starts going down.
yeah, well, because I told you this neighborhood is very cliquey,
Mm.
very high school.
Yeah.
And Allie and I were just like, I don't give a fuck. We just want to go home.
See, that's the thing. And you know, regardless of clicks or no clicks, there are a lot of adults out there that really take the costume thing seriously.
Yeah.
And these contests and stuff, you know, it's like they are going all out to do it. And it's not like me, right? You would think I would be the kind of guy that would be all in on a Halloween.
A little bit.
But I don't understand it. I don't understand the adult obsession with dressing up.
I love dressing up. It's just fun.
Amen, sister.
It's like imaginative and fun.
Yeah.
I do get to dress up a lot because of like spirit weeks at school.
But at school, it's
and
different.
I
You're a
always
teacher.
do. But like somebody said to me, "Are you dressing for Halloween?" I'm like, "Is it during the school week?" They're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Of course I'm going
Right.
to."
Can you wear a costume to school?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we just are asked to follow the same rules the kids have. So this year it was kind of lame. We did a group costume and I was like spearheading this idea, but I was trying to think of something easy that like a bunch of us in the department could do.
Yeah.
So I scoured Pinterest and the internet and we made t-shirts, and so we were all like hydro flasks, like different color hydro flasks. So it's kind of lame, but at least it was like a group costume. Totally lame.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Quality time was way better than ours.
That's like the sound Mark made when he read my lyrics. I see. That's it.
So, Lowell, did people get mad that they didn't win? Like, did people throw fits?
We left before they announced the winners.
Oh, well, then that's maybe why you didn't win.
Yeah, you had to be there to win.
Maybe. I don't know. But like, it was funny, this array of people that were there. There were like a couple of women who like, one was like dressed like Jessica Rabbit.
Uh-huh.
And one was wearing like this cat costume, and you could tell like some of the wives were getting like annoyed by them because they were wearing like sexy costumes, you know.
Yep.
And then there were a bunch of like idiots there, you know.
So it was a great time.
Yeah, it sounded fun.
But it was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah.
We had a good time. It was a good time, was had by all.
All right, I want to end with this now. And it's actually good timing because I imagine, Lowell, you have heard of this, but there was a woman recently. Now she's now known as Kids Bop Karen.
Oh yeah, I saw this. Yeah,
Have you seen this?
yeah. Her meltdown.
Yeah, this is a woman who melted down because an Uber driver had cut her off and she gets out of her car. Her car is in an intersection, just parked in the middle with her 2 kids in the car.
Ooh.
She is out of her car playing the overly nice card, but being a real jerk about it, but overdoing the niceness, And the driver has totally admitted he has made a mistake, right? So here it is. I will give you a little play-by-play if necessary.
Sorry, really sorry.
You are?
No, it's my fault.
It is your fault.
Yeah, I know it's my fault. That's why
Now she's sticking her tongue out at the camera because she sees that the passenger in the back seat is recording, and so she sticks her tongue out in a really snide kind of way.
She thinks it's cute that her driver almost hit my kid.
She's talking about the woman filming.
Oh, God.
This is the crazy woman with her head in the window that's cracked open. She's got her head like squeezed through it.
And she thinks she needs to take a video of it instead of apologizing like a saint.
So stopping in the middle of the road is going to help?
You being a bitch is going to help?
Oh.
I didn't say anything.
I don't know. Calm down. Calm down.
Now she's gesturing with her hand like a mouth.
Like a puppet.
Oh, God.
But like calm down, because I have a feeling that the passenger had done that to the woman in the car that's going crazy. She was probably in the back like calm down with her hands.
Right.
And so now this woman is overdoing it.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's my fault.
He apologized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? That didn't upset me. But the bitch ass hoe
Sorry.
that told me to calm down. What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. So set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop. Attitude sucks dick.
And there she goes.
It's almost like that was staged.
It's almost like it was, but if you watch it, you can see the woman is just losing her shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's just losing her shit, and she's clearly pissed that she got cut off, and then she's pissed that the passenger in the back had told her to calm down, and she's just losing her shit and trying not to lose her shit. You know what I mean?
I kind of want to watch the video now, but
yes.
really, it's
we
like
will post it.
That's so crazy.
So I bring this up because, Lowell, is it anything like? I hear you got in a little altercation yourself with somebody in a parking lot.
Yeah, I much like you, they had the similar reaction to you when you tapped that person in the parking lot.
When I accidentally hit a pedestrian.
He was going 40 miles an hour. So I'm at the post office and I park in a spot and there's nobody next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my stuff together in the car and I open my door, and while I was getting my stuff together, someone pulled up into the spot next to me. Well, when I opened the door, it tapped the car next to me.
Okay.
When I opened the door.
Did you know that somebody was in the car?
I did, because when I tell you I tapped it, like the doors hit, but it wasn't like hard.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Uh-huh.
The woman in the car, in the driver's seat, starts shaking around in her seat like I hit her car at a high speed.
Oh, my God.
As if she was like jolted?
Jolted. Like jolted. And I was like, okay.
No.
So I looked and there was no damage. There wasn't even a scrape.
Okay.
There was
Right.
nothing.
Right.
So I closed the door and I start walking to the post office with my packages, and I hear, "How could you do this?
Oh, no.
How could you hit my car?
Oh, God.
There's plenty of room between the two cars. How could you do this?" And I'm like, wait, what?
What is wrong with people? Come on.
I gave you plenty of room and you still hit my car and you didn't even say sorry. And I said, first of all, I'm sorry for my door hitting your car.
Okay, so you're trying to remain calm.
Right. And I said, but I looked and there was no damage. And she's like, I just don't, yelling at me, I just don't see how you could not see it. and you didn't even say anything or do anything. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
Oh, so then you lost it.
Yeah, no, I raised my voice because I don't like doing this shit because I don't know who's got a phone or whatever.
Right.
But I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say hell. I said, what is wrong with you?
How old would you say she was?
She was in like her mid-60s, seemed to me.
Was she heavy set, good shape?
No, she was thin. She
Okay.
was thin.
Good shape.
I'm just trying to get a visual.
Oh, all right.
She was thin, and she's just going on. And I'm like, and finally I was like, you know what? you need to lighten up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I just walked away.
And she didn't say anything?
Yeah. She didn't say anything after that. And she like moved her car. Because when I came out to leave.
Yeah, she was gone.
She had moved her car away from mine.
Oh, so you still saw it. It wasn't like she left the parking lot. She just moved into
she
a
just
different
moved.
spot.
Yeah, she moved.
Wow.
Well, she ain't trying to get hit twice. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. Lowell's bound to get back in with his wide berth and smack her car.
Right. I was like, what are you trying to imply here? Like, are you going for some sort of insurance grab? Or
Right.
Like, what's the play
What is
here?
the
Like,
point of that?
Right.
Sometimes I think it's just that people just lose their shit.
Here's the point: is that just there are crazy people out there in the world, and you're trying to understand crazy, and that's just never going to happen.
Right.
You're right.
And here's the deal, because when it was over and I called Allie and I was like, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Right.
I tried to go over it in my head and I was like, all right, what if that had happened to me? Like, what if somebody hit my car and then they didn't say anything?
Yeah.
I would go over and I would look and see if there was any damage done.
That's, of course, the first step.
If there was no damage done, I would just let it go.
Let it go.
But if there was if there was a dent or like something, I'd be like, hey, guy, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
You absolutely would call it to his attention. Yeah, if there's even a scratch, you say, look, man, we got to swap insurance because that's damage.
But what if it was two guys, one guy hits your car with his door just like you did, and they just laugh about it. And they like high five, laugh about it. What the fuck? And then they just walk away. Would you say something?
I would still have to look.
Same thing. And if they deny you, you take a picture of their license plate and you report that shizzle.
Nah, I'd probably just call. I mean, I don't know if it's worth calling the cops for a ding door, but
Oh, it's worth calling the cops, baby.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
What if it's clearly a guy and his buddies that are members of a gang?
Then you're like, no problem. Here, let me dent my car some more. Have a nice day. Beep, 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 beep.
No, but they might offer you like a couple $100 cash, and you'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I don't even think I would want
They
that.
would do that.
Yeah.
You might be able to score some crack. You never know. Some nice crack.
Right.
All right, that will do it for the Mark and Lowell Show. Please go to Facebook, go to Twitter, go to Instagram, friend and follow us over there. And if you need that information or any other information, Mark and Lowell, just go to markandlowell.com.
And if you want to get me on all the social media,
Holman is expected to. All right. Okay. We'll send it back. Can you get out of here?
And I don't know if you heard it last week, Lowell, but I did play the bloody diarrhea quote that we had heard you say on WBAL recently.
Did you hear it?
I did. We played it at the very end of the last show.
Symptoms often include severe bloody diarrhea.
And a thanks to Lisa Runyon.
Bye, boys.
And she ain't lying.
And thank you to Jonah Berger.
Hey, if you want to get me, you can get me on www. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the Reisterstown Road. I'm gonna ride like I'm Edgar Allan Poe. I'm gonna take my horse to the Reisterstown Road. I'm gonna ride like I'm Edgar Allan Poe. Jumbo lump in the back with my old bay attached. Love the orange black, but my O's hat doesn't match, hun. Feeling no remorse, playing JSS, of course. I've been drinking Natty Bo up on my grandfather's porch, hun. Can't nobody take me bowling.
Yeah,
You know
bowling.
that I'll be Mark and Lowell. Can't nobody take me bowling. You know that I'll be Mark and Lowell. Catching balls at the Mech, you don't like my game, well, feck you. Getting sauce at Fells Point, I may just come and leck you. Keep the mayor search alive while I'm stuck on 95. Putting ice in my white wine while I'm on a row house drive.
.com.
.com.
A big shout out to Buzz Burbank, RJ Diaz, Aaron Lamb, and everybody else who helps us with this show. For Lowell Melser, I'm Mark Ronick. We will see you next time on the Mark and Lowell Show.
Bye-bye.
So I've lost enough weight where I've needed some new pants and stuff that fit me better, right? Because they were just looking dumpy on me.
Mhm.
And so I got these pants that I've worn before, but I put them on today. And, they're not skinny pants, but they're skinnier than I usually wear. They're a little tighter, but they're not like super tight around my legs or anything like that. But my Johnson was so, it was like you could perfectly see it. It was like wrapped around it. And I was like waiting. Amy came upstairs. I'm like, Amy, you got to be truthful with me here. Like, can I get away with these pants? Because I don't understand how people wear their pants, like wear the skinny jeans without their junk showing.
It's like nipply, but penally,
I mean, you could make parts out of it. Like, you could see what was what. I'm not kidding.
That's the shaft, and there's the head.
You're right. But she said I could get away with. She's like, well, can you move it over that? No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I can't control this thing always. No.
Right.
No, I can't predict what he's going to do.